All right, everybody, listen up. How many times have you looked in the mirror and wondered, how did I put on all this extra weight? What exactly happened? Well, for some of us, it might be stress. For us women, perhaps we never lost the extra baby weight. Well, whatever the reason, added weight gain can lead to added health problems for the entire family. So how do you make a lifestyle change that will help you lose the weight, but better yet, keep it off? Well, our next guest did it, and they say you can too. Please welcome to our show, John and Gail Nolan, husband and wife team here. Welcome to our show, you two.
Thank you.
Gail, I want to start with you because we were talking earlier. How long have you struggled with weight?
I've always been the chubby one.
At your heaviest, how much did you weigh?
277.
277. And really, was it throughout your lifetime that you kind of struggled, even from being a child?
It was always, well, chubby. It was just, chubby.
A little bit chubby.
In high school was even, chubby. And it's just always
been a little bit of an issue for you in terms of understanding it.
Yes,
and how
then with having children, again, not losing the baby weight, and blaming that when your kids are 20, haven't lost the baby weight. So
yes, I think we can all agree with that.
An issue.
Now tell us, what was that moment like for you? What was your aha moment where you realized that you really needed to do something about the weight gain?
Actually, our children, I didn't know this till later, got together and they did an intervention.
Really?
We decided that our son, because of course I favor my son, would come to me and have a little talk. And, because I was having health issues with my knees and my legs, and it's a lot of weight to carry. I'm barely 5 feet tall, so, and, it was kind of begging, like, gee, Ma, you probably should do something. My youngest daughter was already going to the medical weight loss centers and was very successful. So it was one of those, maybe you should go.
Gail, what was it like, though? Was it kind of disheartening? Were your feelings kind of hurt when your kids came to you, or was it more overwhelming for you, realizing you were in trouble?
I knew I was in trouble, but it was heart-wrenching because for him to have to come to me. But it was a turning point. And then when my grandchildren would be like, Grandma, let's play on the floor. And I'm like, I can't get on the floor. And they'd be like, are you old?
And you're like, have you looked at me? I am fabulous. I'm not old.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so that was like, all right, I'm going to do this.
John, what was it that you wanted to link up with your wife? Why did you two choose to do it together? Were you heavy as well then?
Yes, I was quite heavy. And my health was pretty good, but I knew that as I got older, I wasn't going to be able to maintain that weight and still have good health. So when my daughter had lost 60 pounds with the medical weight loss centers, I knew that I could do that too. And when Gail decided to do it, I said, let's do it together.
What was it like for you? I mean, what were you weighing at your heaviest?
At my heaviest, I was getting very close to 400 pounds.
Really? We have some before pictures of what you looked like before. Wow. Yeah. Wow. No, it is a dramatic difference, though, and it's important to know. You said you were close to 400 pounds, and here, about over 200 pounds, Gail?
Oh, yeah.
Well over 200 pounds. And it really is one of those lifestyle issues. It's really a lifestyle change. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And what was it like for you when you said, you know what, I want to go to the medical weight loss centers and link up with them? Why did you choose them?
Again, my daughter had been told by a coworker about medical weight loss centers. I knew, and she talked about Andy Rodigan and how good he was, and how well the diet was working was obvious to us because we could see it, and it became something that I knew we could do.
Gail, what were some of the changes you were going to have to make when you got there? Were you learning to eat, and then how were you incorporating that, taking it home?
Well, we had to eat 6 times a day.
Okay.
Small meals, and you learn. And the biggest thing I learned was that it's not always about food. Our society, everything is around food. What are we going to eat? What did they eat? What did they serve? And so, you're trying to eat healthy and not focus so much on food when you go out in the public. It was easy at home because we're empty nesters, and so we would eat the same food.
If you could say one thing, John, and I'll ask both of you that, you know, what did the medical weight loss centers give you? I know it's a sense of they must have given you a part of your life back, but when you look back from those pictures to where you are now, what can you tell folks at home who are where you were?
I think that it's the promise that I made to dance at my grandchildren's wedding. And those were my grandchildren that are draped around me there. And my grandson's less than a year old. The longevity, the ability to do the things we want to do as we get older.
So they gave you your life back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
They gave you your life back. Well, we know that obesity, once again, everybody at home who's listening right now, is really the leading cause of preventable, or rather the leading cause of preventable death in the United States of America. If you or someone you know and love suffers from obesity, or you simply want to make healthy lifestyle changes and lose the weight, you don't know how, if you want more information, we've got that information on the screen. We want you to give our friends over at the Medical Weight Loss Centers a call, or just come to our website. Click on WTNH.com, come on over to Connecticut Style, and we will provide the link for you. Gail and John, we thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you very
inspirational.
much.
Very inspirational.